Have you ever found yourself scrolling on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, and then all of a sudden you see these ads with some really wealthy person with a Lamborghini, or they're on their laptop and they're talking to you about how to live a six-figure lifestyle in 3 months? Well, the other day I stumbled upon one of those ads on my Facebook page and I decided to read through it. And then, like cockroaches, I kept seeing a ton of these ads, and most of them were from Boss Babes. So I thought I would have a little fun and review some of these ads with you and show you what sort of red flags to look for. Okay, so this is from an influencer, a girl that I kept seeing on my Facebook page and Instagram page, and her name is Ashley Crooks. So as we see here, she's in Botswana, Africa, the day her life changed forever. I just want to read this portion here. My jaw dropped. My heart started racing, palms were sweating. I couldn't believe it. My boss waited until 2 days before my trip, after everything was already paid for, booked, and then told me, if you go on that trip, you'll be fired. Like, what in the actual F? After everything I had done for the company, I was one of the top producing account managers, was always dedicated, worked overtime if needed, and they were willing to let me go at the snap of a finger, just like that. So she goes on and on and on in this ad. She's basically sharing her personal life essay in the form of this Facebook ad. So I keep scrolling and I'm thinking, okay, what is she trying to sell? There's obviously a point to this inspirational story. So let's see here. Let's just keep going. And I had to keep scrolling down here, but I kept seeing this. What was interesting? Life outside the 9to5.com. So what is she advertising? Let's see here. So I'm like, part of me is wondering, is she selling some sort of book about her autobiography? Is this what she's going to sell? Is this like a chapter of her memoir? That's what, like, what I'm wondering. I'm like, is this the point that we're getting at? Is this link that I'm seeing, this life outside the 9 to 5, going to be a link on how to buy this memoir from her? So we see life outside the 9 to 5 again. She needs to get to the point. What is she trying to sell? What are you trying to sell to financially desperate people? Aha, here we go. It wasn't until I came across a no-cost training on Facebook that introduced me to a platform that taught the newest person how to build their own brand and business via social media marketing, that everything started to click for me. Is this what the point of this ad or this story is about? Let's find out more. Maybe she'll get more direct and tell us what exactly she's trying to market. I figured, what's an hour of my time? I might as well see what the training was all about. Insert your name and email at the link below to watch a video similar to the one I watched. Okay, so then you have to go to this website to watch this video, but she doesn't tell you what this video is, if she's in it, or what the product is, therefore wasting people's time. The on-demand training covered how I could follow a step-by-step blueprint, so even a person like myself with zero experience nor following could create their very own successful online biz. Honestly, everything I was shown blew me away. What were you shown? It was so refreshing knowing that there were real people, coaches, there to help support me at every step of the way. They laid out exactly what I needed to do day by day, month by month, in order to create my very own successful online biz. Okay, they show you how to create an online business. Doing what? Is this for an MLM? Are you going to be selling creams, lotions? Like, what exactly is the nature of an online business? That says nothing. There are so many different types of businesses. Is this for a drop ship? Is this to create a class on how to coach people? Is this a class on how to create classes? Like, what the hell? Everything was explained to me in a way that really just made sense. Not some super complicated process like I've seen in some other things I've done. Not to mention, I didn't involve me pushing products on my fam/friends. Whoop, whoop. I had already experienced a horror story online. Which horror story? So obviously, I was a bit hesitant to try something new again, but this time it felt different. The training, mentorship, and support felt genuine. It felt real, not some one-off $ grab. So not some one-off cash grab. Okay, well, that's nice. I knew from the moment I watched, I need to jump right in. It honestly checked off all the boxes for the lifestyle I was looking for. So this is a means to an end. So let's see what all these boxes are. It gave me the ability to travel and work from anywhere in the world. Okay, cool. create my own schedule. That's always a dream. Biz ideas that actually work. There are so many different types of businesses. So I'm really curious to know what kinds of biz ideas these are. The potential to earn my worth, the potential to earn your worth. What does that even mean? The potential to earn your worth. That should always, I don't even know what to say about that. A community of like-minded individuals, so I didn't feel all alone in my entrepreneurial journey. A community of like-minded individuals. So does that mean this is like in the form of a Facebook group with other people trying to jump into whatever? I'm assuming this is some sort of pyramid scheme or some sort of scam. And the only reason I say that is because there's no description of what this training specifically does. It tells you how to set up an online business, but what kind? Like there's no specifics as far as what this is going to go. So now I'm curious, what is this going to be about? Is there going to be any sort of cost? There are people who are reading these sorts of ads who are either very much underemployed, they're living paycheck to paycheck, they're miserable and they want a way out. And then they see these types of ads with people traveling all over the world with their laptops. And they're just scrolling and scrolling, trying to figure out how to get their way out. And what I suspect is this is one of many ads that you see on, especially Facebook, that sell you a dream. But let's continue. Here we go with selling the dream. I now travel full time, working from wherever I am. I didn't have to ask for any approvals for this trip. I didn't have to risk anything. Didn't have to worry about finances. I simply decided I wanted to come here, booked a flight, and off I went. Now, if that isn't true freedom, what is? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. That sounds awesome. I love the idea of getting to work remotely and getting to do things where you're not micromanaged and you're entrusted to do work, whether you're self-employed, you want to be, or you have a boss and you work for a company that trusts you just to get the work done. That's all that really should matter. All because I took a chance on myself, checked out a link I saw one day on a post just like this one, watched an on-demand training, and was willing to step out of my comfort zone. Okay, so I just want to say something about these on-demand trainings. They act like spaces and tickets are limited, that this will be the only date you'll see this training. That's a bunch of bull crap. There are no limited tickets. It's false. It's deceptive marketing. Since I started, a lot has changed. I've never had to go back to a job. Okay. But you're talking about this new business opportunity, which is a job. I've retired my boyfriend from corporate America within the first year. I created a multiple seven-figure biz while traveling the world, created a multiple seven-figure biz. What does that mean, multiple seven-figure biz? Does that mean you have multiple businesses that are each earning you 7 figures a year? What does that mean? So what you're selling here is this dream of what we're going to call financial freedom. The thing is, though, this is possible for YOU as well, for you. Without experience, without a following, without a product or biz plan. I'm by no means saying that this will be a walk in the park, but if you're willing to commit yourself and the coach is there to help, be hardworking and truly believe in yourself, then the sky is the limit. If you're willing to believe in yourself, if you're willing to work hard, then you can do anything. There seems to be this air of like pretentiousness. I don't know. It just kind of gives off this kind of condescending tone. If you're willing to work hard and believe in yourself, then you can be successful. It almost sounds like the sales pitch of an MLM. They say the same types of tactics. You just need to work hard. You need to put the mindset. You need that hustle mindset in order to succeed. The reality is, countless people are working online these days. There's proof of this all over your feed. Okay, it's no longer something society can say isn't possible. With laptops and Wi-Fi these days, you can do the exact same work from a beach in Bali or your PJs in bed that you can do from the four walls of a cubicle. The American dream is changing. So why can't yours? So you're talking about the American dream, which is to work in Bali. Oh my God. It's so vague. And like, there's just a bunch of nothing on here that tells a busy person who is financially desperate and looking at a bunch of help wanted job posting signs what this opportunity is. So maybe this is the end of it here. If you're down, just enter your name plus email at the link below to save your spot. Life outside the 9to5.com. This is like the fourth or fifth time I've seen this hyperlink as I have scrolled down to this long autobiographical essay. So if questions, drop a let's do this below, and I'll personally reach out to you. See it on the inside. XO Ash. I'm going to go ahead and click on this Life Outside the 9to5 link just to see what it is. Free training reveals how to build a profitable business on social media from anywhere in the world, even if you have no idea where to start, no following, and no tech experience. So you'll just have to put your full name, your email address here, enter your Instagram handle, optional. Why? Why do you need to enter your Instagram handle? So reserve my seat. So let's see, let's continue to scroll. Hi, I'm Ash. So this whole section is probably a regurgitation of the autobiography we just read on her Facebook ad. So you were talking about this training that you did, but what are you selling? Show me the training. Maybe I'll do a part 2. Okay, so here she is. She's a cute girl. She has a cute smile. Please don't go and bully or harass her. Okay, so here's some of the claims. Automated income. Building an online business is cool, but the real fun comes with automation and scaling. You're going to learn exactly how to automate and scale online. Okay. And I'm wondering if this is specifically to sell for a specific product or service. Like it just, I don't know. We'll see. The 5 biggest mistakes to avoid. When you get started, it's easy to fall into the trap of doing the wrong things. I'm going to show you the 5 biggest things to avoid to get you off to a successful start. Well, hey, that could be good to see what these 5 mistakes are. I'm going to show you the exact system. I'm going to show you behind the scenes of how you can access the exact same system I used to grow a multiple 7-figure business, no holding back. So I want to say something about this exact system. Just because a system or 7 or 10 steps worked for one person does not mean that those same exact steps or blueprints will work for you. There's a lot of behind the scene factors to think about when starting a business. First of all, do you have people already investing in you? Do you come from a wealthy, affluent family? Do you already have a streamline of connections? Do you have an abundance of savings? Do you already have a cash flow? Do you have a strong business direction? So there are a lot of nuanced factors that come into wanting to become self-employed. So this notion, this idea that a blueprint is going to help you become successful, it might, but there's just no guarantee. Discover if my exact marketing system is the right fit for you with my free on-demand training. I mean, at least she's giving people the opportunity to discover if it's right for them. But there still seems to be this air of like pretentiousness to the way this has all been written. Build Your Empire University. So I guess that's Ashley's company, Build Your Empire University. In the nature of transparency and authenticity, we do make a special offer at the end only if you'd like help actually starting in social media business online. That wasn't well written. Is it required? Absolutely not. Will you receive value and insight even if you don't want to proceed with us? 100% yes. So there is a big disclaimer at the end of this. It's really important, and I don't know if it is an FTC regulation or not, but they're putting at the end this disclaimer that there is no promise you're going to be successful like any of these other figures or make some sort of money. And that at least is good. But I still feel like there's a lot of red flags and unanswered questions that I still have even after going to the website. And I just want to say something. There are so many different types of ads like this where they start, and I'm going to show you some examples where they start with this long personal story about how they were so miserable working a 9-to-5 job. They were in the cubicle just trying to figure a way out. And then they found this online course. they decide to give up an hour of their time. And now here they are coaching thousands and thousands of people on how to also make a successful 6 or 7 figure business just using your laptop and Wi-Fi. All you have to do is write your name and email and watch this free video with no description of what exactly the product is and what the catches are and what the upfront cost is. Sure, you're going to watch a video, but what's going to happen is you're going to wind up becoming on this listserv, getting spammed every single day from a lot of these hustlepreneurs or boss babes. And then you'll find out that the course, what they're really selling you, could be hundreds of dollars with no guarantee that you will have any sort of financial freedom itself. So I think what bothers me most about these types of ads that I keep seeing on my Facebook is that they're not direct. They're not direct. Just if you're trying to advertise and sell an MLM or recruit a downline, specify that on the feed. If you're trying to sell a course on how to become successful, be direct. Tell people what it is that you're trying to sell. Folks, if you find yourself in a financially desperate situation where I'm still living paycheck to paycheck, so I'm clumping myself in this category, some warning signs: if they're being really vague, they're telling you this long sob story about how they went from rags to riches. They're showing you this picture of themselves traveling the world with their laptop or in front of a Lambo, but they're not telling you what the product is that they're trying to sell you, what the costs, what your time commitment will be, or what other strings are attached. These are just a bunch of red flags. And I just feel like this just screams like scam. No, there's nothing wrong with working online. There's nothing wrong with wanting to become in a place where you are more financially comfortable and not living paycheck to paycheck. And there's also nothing wrong with wanting a really healthy work-life balance so you can want it with your family. So that's one thing that they do stress here is more time with your kids, more time with your parents, more time doing the things you love. And I think that's healthy. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think the thing that really gets me about these types of ads is that they just seem so deceptive. You're like hanging this dream off of a string. And what you really want is to have these people who are really desperate to get out of it pay you for this dream that you're trying to sell, which might not really be attainable or really realistic for people. So if you're actually ever interested in seeing me sign up and hop on one of these online videos, these free video seminars that they're often selling and advertising and giving away for free, let me know in the comments below. As someone who works paycheck to paycheck, as an independent contractor who's trying to become more financially comfortable, as a self-employed person, I keep seeing a lot of these types of scammy looking ads, and I just want to show you some red flags that I've been coming across. Well, anyway, that's it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to, but if you have seen these sort of ads, or you have any other thoughts to these types of ads that I'm talking about, definitely go ahead and comment below. Anyway, thank you so much for taking your time to watch. I hope to see you next time. Bye.